Honorable members, from the outset, I wish to strongly and unequivocally condemn this heinous and barbaric act in the strongest terms possible. On behalf of the County Assembly of Kitui and on my own behalf, I extend our heartfelt condolences to the bereaved families, relatives, and the entire community affected by this senseless tragedy. As the deceased have now been laid to rest, we continue to stand in solidarity with their families in this period of grief and mourning, in keeping with the national values of human dignity, equity, and social justice enshrined under Article 10 of the Constitution of 2010. The events witnessed in Kwakamari, Sekuru Ward, and Okase in Nguni Ward are therefore unconstitutional, unlawful, and must be condemned without reservation. Further, under Article 238, Sub-Article 1 of the Constitution of 2010, national security is defined to include the protection of life and property, and Article 239 establishes national security organs whose primary object is to promote and guarantee national security. The failure to prevent such attacks calls for urgent and coordinated interventions by these organs. Our members, beyond the tragic loss of lives, this incident significantly disrupted normal life and economic activity in the region. For example, transport along the Mwingi highway was paralyzed for 3 days, which is contrary to Article 39 of the Constitution, which guarantees freedom of movement. Honorable members, let me be clear. Those behind these killings are criminals and must be treated as such. They cannot and should not hide behind the label of camel herders to justify or mask their actions. Criminality must be confronted decisively within the framework of the rule of law as envisaged under Article 10 of the Constitution of 2010, which binds all state organs and persons. Honorable members, this incident is yet another painful reminder of the long-standing insecurity that has plagued Sekuru for decades and Kitui County at large. Such recurring conflicts undermine the objects of devolution under Article 174 of the Constitution, particularly the promotion of social and economic development and the provision of proximate and easily accessible services. Honorable members, while these efforts are commendable, they must be matched with decisive and lawful action. I therefore call upon the national government, under the leadership of His Excellency the President, Dr. William Samuel Ruto, pursuant to Article 245 of the Constitution of 2010, which vests command of National Police Service in the Inspector General, to ensure the following. Roman 1. Conduct thorough, prompt, impartial investigations in line with Article 244C of the Constitution, which requires the police to comply with constitutional standards of human rights and fundamental freedoms and ensure that all perpetrators are apprehended and prosecuted. Roman 2. Enhance security presence at newly constructed Kwakamari police post by the county government of Kitui and along the volatile borders of Kitui and River counties, consistent with the obligations under the National Police Service Act to maintain law and order. Roman 3. To fully operationalize the newly constructed police posts by the county government of Kitui along the volatile border between Kitui and River counties in order to enhance security presence, improve response times, and deter further criminal activities. Roman 4. Strengthen intelligence gathering and early warning mechanisms in accordance with Article 239, Sub-Article 3 of the Constitution to detect and prevent threats to national security. Roman 5. Implement a sustainable and a lasting solution to the recurring conflict, including structured peace-building initiatives anchored in the County Government's Act 2012, particularly Section 91, which provides for public participation and civic education in governance, and Section 102, which encourages county planning frameworks that promote peace and cohesion.
Honorable Speaker, the same menace that befell my friend, Honorable Mwingi, also came to our family. When I was in Kigali, as we have communicated, a 14-year-old boy by the name Joseph Motemi, who is my cousin. In fact, from their home to where my house is constructed is less than 5 kilometers. And Mr. Speaker, it is very traumatizing that the young boy was not shot, was slaughtered and butchered by the camel herders. We condole with the families that they lost their loved ones because of this loss. I saw the CS for Health Ministry, Honorable Duale, saying that he owns all camels. Because you said you own all camels from the camel others, they are yours. We have no problem. You can own even 1 billion camels, but graze them on your land. Honorable Duale, I want to tell you, as a very young MC and a very young leader, the parcel of land you see in Nguni Ward, and the land you see in Nguni Ward, and all the farms you see in Nguni Ward belong to me and the people of Nguni Ward, Utadu. Honorable Speaker, enough is enough. And I can tell you with a lot of brevity, the fear is gone.
So Duale, with your riches, with your arrogance, with your impunity, we don't care about you. We care about our people. The poor people of Sekuru who have elected me to be their representative. Those are the ones that I will fight for day and night without ceasing until Jerusalem shines. So, Honorable Speaker, I don't want to say much because I can become emotional. Let me tell you, if it were not for that lady, daughter to Matei Mbela, who was cut and then she screamed because she was across there's a stream between the Kokamari shopping center. There are shops on this side of the river and other shops on the other side. So she was on that side where the Somalis came from, the bandits. If it were not for her to have screamed after she was cut, I can tell you we could be talking of the entire community finished. These people came into boxes, and the idea was to surround the shopping center. Yeah? And then, of course, we have people keeping guard. Those are having guns, and others having machetes and pangas. So that they come to the people, they cut you, and if you escape, you find the gunman. There is only one spot of network in that area. There was a Somali man there guarding that spot so that nobody comes to report that they've been attacked. It is very painful.
We are not going to tolerate this anymore. Our children are asking us, why are Somalis killing Kambas? What am I supposed to answer to my small daughter? What am I supposed to tell her? What? That our government is seated as Kamba people are being slaughtered. A government we trusted with our lives. A constitution that is sitting there so that it can protect us. I cry for Kitui today, and I cry for every woman who has given birth in Sekuro, in Endaumalalani, in wards where our people are being slaughtered. Enough is enough. Rise up, our president. Rise up to this occasion. Rise up and tell that Kenyans, Kambas are also Kenyans. Kambas also voted for you. Rise up, Mr. William Samoei Ruto. I beg you this day. We have cried enough. Our women have been raped and our children have been killed. Enough is enough. Enough is enough. As a Muslim, I feel so pained by the utterances of Duale. Duale, fear God, even if you will not fear anything else. Thank you, Mr. Speaker.